Hello, welcome to another video. This will be another Boogie2988 reaction for Ribbon's channel. I haven't done one in a few days, but part of that has to do with up until yesterday, or the day before now. Boogie didn't upload for a few days, and I've yet to get to the videos he's done since he came back. It took about a 3-day pause from uploading. So, there's another video before this one, but we're going to react to this one first. With that being said, let's get into the episode. Well, not episode, but reaction.
When you need some space,
he talks about something else, but my
so
main
get back on your
concern for
game.
this video, Anthem breaking consoles.
The power of the internet, and Anthem did an oopsie. DOA6 did an oopsie doops.
I blame you, PewDiePie. This oopsie, this the fucking oopsie shit I've been hearing on YouTube. Yeah, PewDiePie started that. Because I even heard Keemstar do that before too.
Yes, I'm gonna steal that shit from PewDiePie now. Because I'm not.
You're not the only one,
This
Boogie.
is my weekly gaming news roundup, in which I take a bunch of the smaller stories that I feel are not worth a good 5-10 minutes.
I've heard a few of the YouTubers that I watch on a daily basis say this shit
make
too.
a 10-minute video out of it, and why don't I do that? Because I do like money. I should do that. Let's just do it this way. I always struggle with what to call this series. So do me a favor. Let me know in the comment section below. What would you like me to call this series? So whenever you see the thumbnail, you know it's going to be one of these news roundups in which you talk about several different topics. So let's start off talking about Anthem, because Anthem is having a tremendously difficult time of it, including right now rumors going around that Anthem has a chance to brick your console just by playing the game. Now, if you're playing this on PC, or if you're playing it on the Xbox One, you are going to see a few crashes every once in a while, especially when people are shutting down the game, or during loading screens. And since loading screens is about 98% of the gameplay, then yeah, you're gonna see these crashes occasionally. But unfortunately, if you are playing on the PlayStation 4, those crashes have a chance of causing your system to do a hard reset, which is dangerous for the console. And in some rare cases, instead of just causing a hard reset, it actually causes the system to lock up entirely. Now, if you do get one of these lockups, you've got a lot of work to do. You got to turn off the console, hold down the power button, connect your DualShock 4 controller using a USB cable.
Oh no, that's not good.
Database. I mean, this is dangerous for this system altogether. And this situation is
I know,
so
I don't want
bad,
Ruben to
we're
have
actually
any
at the point
problems
where
with
we're seeing
PS4.
Sony
If this
do
is
something
actually
does
a
not
thing,
like
I'm
to
going to have
do.
Ruben
They're
delete
giving
Anthem
people
then.
refunds for their games. I can't actually believe it. So if you bought Anthem on PS4 and you've experienced these crashes,
okay, no, I don't trust Anthem on the PS4 anymore. Alright.
So this is obviously
Thank you for this information,
for
Boogie.
BioWare and for EA. Anthem has definitely not had a good start.
Anthem might have to go for a bit.
Exceptionally bad.
Ruben's been
How did they
playing a lot of
code a
Destiny
game
2
and
anyways.
release a game without playtesting it on the PlayStation 4? Were they aware that these bugs were going to exist? Did they just not care? Why would I honestly, how do they not fix this? It comes across as incompetent. I hope that it's not incompetence, but it looks like incompetence. So EA has responded by saying that they are aware of the situation and they're not sure how widespread the issue is just yet. EA helped tweet it out, "We are aware of a crashing issue some of you have been reporting for Anthem game. We're investigating and ask that you share your crash data reports when prompted. If you have, we'll be reaching out to gather info. If not, please reply to this thread on AHQ." Which that seems disingenuous and a little weird to me, honestly, why you're even gathering data at that point. You have PlayStation 4s available in your offices, in your testing areas, and you guys obviously, hopefully, are paying for testers, so it should be fairly easy to reproduce these issues.
I don't want to delete Anthem off Ruben's PS4 after hearing this shit.
But you guys should have been aware of this problem. You should have already been patching and working on this problem. I mean, if not...
Ruben's already having an issue with some roaches being in there. The last thing I need is some game to crash all his data.
I actually thought at first maybe this is one of those overblown, over-exaggerated situations, but no, it actually happened to somebody I consider a friend. Just last night, Game Over Greg Miller actually tweeted out that
I'm deleting that game off his PS4 now.
The game had the system reboot on him, and I trust Greg pretty explicitly, so if it happened to him, it can happen to anybody. Now look, this kind of thing has definitely happened before, though not recently. In PC gaming, you see this stuff all the time, like a virus located on a CD-ROM, or a rootkit included on a CD-ROM, or even sometimes uninstall programs that would accidentally uninstall everything on your hard drive instead of just the game. But you don't see this stuff that often on consoles, and I think it's the only time we've seen it this generation, and it's very alarming. I hate to see this happening to the folks over there at Bioware, because this is the kind of thing, this kind of rumor can ruin careers. It really can. And I say rumor, but it's not a rumor. I mean, this is clearly happening. Even EA has said that it's happening. So the good news here is if you bought Anthem on PlayStation and you do want to get your money back, you're bored with the game already, you feel like there's not enough there, you're tired of the loading times, it's an opportunity to get your money back, potentially. And if you're successful in doing so, let me know in the comments section below. And if you want to keep playing Anthem on your PlayStation 4 and you haven't had any crashes, I'd like to hear that too. I'd like to hear some good stuff about that game. So here's an interesting story. I might get a little political here. You may not agree with what I have to say here, but I hope that you bear with me and listen anyway. Are you guys familiar with the company by the name of THQ Nordic? They make the Darksider series, most recently Darksider.
It's on this library if he wants me to install it, but I don't think he should right now.
Ask Me Anything, which I've done here on this channel before.
Game can get fixed, don't get me wrong. But for now, I'm just doing that.
They decided to do one in a much more controversial place, though. If I told you they decided to do an AMA on 4chan, you would probably lose your mind, because that just sounds like political suicide in 2019, doesn't it? But nope, they went worse than 4chan. They went to the spin-off site, 8chan, which is fundamentally worse than 4chan. It is 4chan without the rules. Back when we started seeing rules enforcement actually showing up at 4chan,
I'm not gonna go crazy. I just
a bunch of people decided they wanted a much more liberal
Anthem
board, one that could say and do whatever they wanted to do. So they decided to create 8chan, and to this day, they don't enforce a lot of rules over there. You can find just about anything. Just whatever you're imagining right now, you can probably find it on 8chan. In fact, 8chan is so toxic, it's actually been at points delisted from search engines for harmful content against minors. So, not a good look. But on February 26th, they decided that this would be a good opportunity for them for some reason.
This is something different now, but no, I don't want Ruben's PS4, dude.
We got approached in a very friendly and polite manner, and were assured, said person, shout out to Mark, we'll take care of the nasty stuff. So here we are. Now, of course, the industry completely lost their minds. You saw pretty much company heads and game developers and gamers alike all saying that this was a horribly stupid and disastrous idea that would only end in blood, sweat, and tears. And of course they walked us back. They walked us back minutes later. And I don't even want to read this out because of what YouTube will do to it in the algorithm, but read this for yourself. I personally agreed to this AMA without doing my proper due diligence to understand the history and the controversy of the site.
I hate that the game that Ruben's been into most could possibly destroy his PS4. I know this isn't Anthem related, but still, I can't believe that shit
I
with
hate outrage
Anthem.
culture just as much as the next guy. But I personally here see this as just a stupid move.
I just want Ruben to hold off the game now.
Google search to see
I'll tell
what
about
that
this
message
refund
board
thing
was
that
all
Sony's
about.
offering.
You would know that this kind of thing would not fly in 2019. In fact, it seems purposeful. It seems like they knew what they were doing. They knew the internet would talk about it, and it would bring them some sort of brand awareness. Though why you would want that kind of brand awareness,
not
I have
risking
no
it.
idea.
So I have this other PS4 that didn't last long. I'm not gonna have some stupid fucking glitchy ass fucking not fully done yet game fucking ruin it.
Tried to sell you sugar water.
I'm sorry, but I had almost zero interest in Anthem after hearing about this now.
They're doing the exact same
I can't really get into this
thing,
too as much as some people makes you think I'm going to get into that game.
Those kinds of people, maybe trying to come across as
I'll give Insta this morning too.
And
he's
boy,
played Anthem
it did
before.
not work here. I mean, we do live in a time where Wendy's entire brand on social media has nothing to do with
not the only person they need to give this
about
morning
how big
to.
of an asshole they can be to McDonald's.
I've already handled
and maybe this is
it for Ruben, but those will have to handle it themselves because I can't get
those types of people to buy their games or get negative attention and try to turn it into positive attention. I don't really know. Here's what I do know. It failed utterly. And of course it was going to fail. That is a stupid decision in 2019. And I'm not saying that you should, bow to everybody that ever says you're doing something wrong or doing something bad. But choosing to ally yourself with that particular board just seems doomed to failure. I mean, I guess I do love free speech. And I do support THQ Nordic's decision to do this. If they wanted to do that, go right ahead. It's your choice. You have the choice to align your game and your company with that kind of thing.
How it had to go from his PS4 until Anthem fixes whatever bullshit is going on.
The latest entry in the Dead or Alive series, Dead or Alive 6, which is on.
I'm not saying it has to delete forever. I just want.
The reviews are coming in, and the game has been out for a few days. It's currently got a 74 at Metacritic based on 48 reviews with a user score of about a 5.5. And this game has been controversial since it was announced, probably not for the reason you think. But the DOA series has always had very sexualized male and female characters, with lots of sexy outfits and swimsuits and things along that lines. It's always appealed
Anthem.
to its audience.
That's gonna be a
making
meme.
that kind of
I got Anthem when that PS4 does that corrupt restart shit. Oh my.
Politics. A lot of journalists were pretty down on that kind of thing because they don't want to see.
No,
sexualized
that was
female.
proof enough right there.
They don't mind
I don't want that shit to
male
happen
characters,
with
but
this
they
PS4
don't
because
like
of the game.
sexualized
So
female characters. And the folks making DOA 6
I was gonna delete the game unless I saw something like that. I saw something like that.
A lot of fighting game tournaments would not allow people to play their games at those tournaments because of the sexualized nature of the characters. So the choice
He's gonna have him keep it off for about a week or two. He's been playing a lot of Destiny 2 anyways, and I wanted to get his light level to 650.
And that
So.
created another controversy all on its own because a lot of players who purchased the series
Right, I'm
want
watching
that
the
kind of
games he's
thing in
playing.
the game
Not
and
much
they rely on
Anthem.
it.
Plus,
And unfortunately, they chose to remove it from the game. So obviously, at that point, the
Anthem's
developers
not a
realized
threat
the quality of the game has
to
to come first.
Xbox
The
One, so you
value
can still
of the
play this
game
game
has
at
to come
Peters.
first.
So.
And that's what they should be focusing on. But no, they have a $93 season pass, and it's only the first of several season passes planned. $93. You're definitely not getting your value out of this game. And this is a real shame because when you look at the Steam reviews,
Alright, I'm gonna cut this video a little short. That sucks about Anthem. So, I had to delete Anthem from Ruben's PS4 because I do not want a fucking game corrupting his data or messing up his PS4. Because there's already been a couple issues already. This PS4, I don't need a singular game messing up even worse. And yeah, I'd say for now, and I'll tell Ruben this when he wakes up, Anthem's just gonna take a break. And maybe if the game fixes up a little bit, it can come back. So, yeah. I think they have to do that, but I don't want Ruben to not have a PS4, so Anthem had to go. If I have to delete Anthem for his PS4 to last longer, I'll do it. Anyways, that's the end of this video. Stay tuned for the next one.